Episode 8. Episode 8. Perplexity and Determination. Who will be the chief mourner? I, said the dove. I mourn for my love. I'll be the chief mourner. Take a look at the desk of Chief Maid. Since yesterday, I've been thinking about what Al said. Because of that, I feel heavy. What he said was poison, some of the charts, but this time there are different reasons. I cannot do that. It's like what a thief would do. I felt bad for Al, but I didn't feel like doing it at all. I just need to forget what Al says and focus on studying today. Ouch. I heard something being slammed. I rushed to the hallway where I heard the sound from, and I saw a figure in front of the master's room. It must have been the sound of the door being shut hard. Jack was standing there. He was looking inside the room with his silent anger. Look, I feel bad for you. I'm not saying I don't understand your feelings. I don't admit nor deny it. But because nobody says anything, I will say it. You are crazy. After saying so, Jack kicked the door and left the place. It was a sudden incident. The target of his anger, the person inside the room. It must be. The master came out of the room as if nothing had happened. He stared in the direction where Jack left and all of a sudden looked at me. I didn't know you came. I just came here. Well, if you're busy, I'll come here another day. You don't have to. Come on. As I was told, I followed the master. When I closed the door, I looked on the other side of the door. There was nobody there. Take a seat. I'll get a pen and a piece of paper. Yes. As I saw the master going to the back room, I took a seat and looked around the room. Every time I came here, I was nervous, so I haven't seen the room closely before. I looked at the room again, and there's way too many uses of the word room. This is definitely amazing. When I realized I was in a room where I did not fit in, I felt uncomfortable. There's nothing strange in the room. Was it like 6 rooms in a sentence in a row? As I didn't have anything particular to feel, the images of the incident earlier came to mind. You are crazy. You don't have to... I know it just happened. We don't need to do it again. Why did Jack say such a thing? Sorry to keep you waiting. No, not at all. Are you nervous? You'll be okay. I've seen Mosca and Lynette study too. I was afraid that he would know what I was thinking, but it seemed he thought something else. No, I'm not nervous at all. You saw Lynette and Mosca too. How were they? Lynette could remember things well. He could read and do whatever I taught him. He was too good. How about Mosca? People have their own strengths and weaknesses. That's all. Let's begin. Not so bad. Thank you very much. Your writing is not as bad as you say. Don't push yourself down too much. You think so? How the master taught me was precise and concise. It was easy to understand. The letters he wrote as example were the most beautiful letters I've ever seen. I could write letters this beautifully. I felt like I could write letters better when I woke up one day. Reading and writing is enough, right? Do you have anything else you want to ask? What I want to ask. You can ask about study or anything else. I have lots of things to ask. I want to ask about Komodori, of course, about what happened to Jack at that time, too. And I want to ask what the master thinks. Well? Jack down. Well, I saw Jack coming out of this room. He seemed very angry. What happened? Jack is the kind of person who gets angry easily, but it must be that something happened at the time for Jack to react that way. We just had different opinions. It's not a big deal. It's none of your business. Oh, sorry. When he said so, I had nothing to say because it was true. If I asked him more than this, he will get upset. What's wrong? Did you think I would do something to Jack? What? No, I didn't think such a thing. I know what people talk about me. I'm familiar with the alchemy. I am familiar with alchemy. That's not false. I still remember your scared face like it happened yesterday when you came here for the first time. Well, I was nervous at that time, but I don't have that disrespectful thought at all now. I know. The master only made fun of me. I was relieved that he was not seriously angry and I was just being made fun of. What people talk about me is fairy stories, including illusions. Alchemy isn't good for everything. What? Is that true? Unlimited treasure and eternal life are just exaggerated illusions. They are in the field of mystery. Making what you hope come true is not easy. Dried flowers will never blossom, and there's a way to keep their look. Burnt books will never come back, but you can write from what you remember. Alchemy is just the same as those. You need to compromise and sacrifice something. When he told me that, I felt my previous worries go away. I see. If alchemy can do anything, you don't need to work hard. Yes, I might have kicked up my heels. That's why I didn't notice. I didn't hear what he said at the time. That's why my hope will never come true. I continued the conversation with him for a while when I realized it was already lunchtime. It's already this time. You should go now. I guess there's lunch waiting for you. Oh, yes, I understood. I'm surprised that I can get to write letters very well, thanks to you. It's just you have the ability already. But don't be satisfied with the present you. Don't be satisfied with the present you. You should always try hard to get the best results. Yes, thank you very much. English is hard enough. Badly written English, even harder. I didn't get to know the most important things, but I enjoyed the time. As Scar said, the master just had a bad mouth. He is not a bad person. If anything, he changed to the image of lords. I got to know there's someone like the master. Even so, I care about Jack's attitude and why. His attitude was not good at all, but when I talked with him before, I could feel from his words that he likes the master. You are crazy. Oh, Dr. Poison. Hi, Robin. It's an amazing coincidence. Yes, it is. It doesn't happen so often. This is the first time I see Dr. Poison outside the doctor's room. I'm too old to walk around. I don't really want to go out to the doctor's room, but I just have things to do at the garden. A garden. It's Bovey. The guy wouldn't come in the castle even when he's sick. He doesn't do anything for it. That's why I came to give him medicine. It'll be easier for him to come to me, though. I want him to care about old people more. As Dr. Poison mumbled, he patted his back. His small body and his way of walking looked definitely weak. If you'd like, shall I take it to him? Are you sure? Yes, if you would like me to do so. Of course, that's great. And he gave me the small bag to me. It's just a topical cream, so he doesn't need an explanation for it. He will just know how to use it. Please tell him that if he dislikes the medicine, I will inject him. I understand. I will surely deliver this to him. Is Bovey here? I shouted to the back of the garden and waited for a while. Bovey! Is Bovey here? As I shouted a few times, the sign of life approached me with the sound of walking. Well, I'd hope. Ah, that's good. Hello. Well, I came here today on behalf of Dr. Poison. Here you are. Bovey received the bag and looked aside. Then he said in a bitter voice, I don't need medicine. He said if you are selfish, he will inject you. I dislike injections. He is like a small child. It seemed his words were effective too. Him. With great reluctance, he took the medicine out of the bag and started applying it to his skin. It hurts. What medicine is that? It's for itchy places. I stay outside. Lots of bugs. You should be seen by the doctor properly, okay? You never know what kind of bugs will sting you. Yes. Oh, he seems to be obedient. So next time, please go to the doctor's room. I thought it would be better for the doctor, so I just did a small favor. But this time, Bovey didn't nod. My house is here. As he said so, he pointed to the small hutch in the garden. You mean you stay and sleep in there? Bovey just nodded without saying anything. How come you don't enter the castle? The castle is for master. It's surely true, but it doesn't mean you cannot enter the castle at all. No. I must stay in guard and protect the castle. It's the most important thing. I stay in the garden. I won't move. Forever? As he said, I remembered I've only met him in the garden. It seems Bovey has a particular idea. So have you ever seen Komodori in the garden? No. I see. Bovey hasn't seen it. The hypothesis that only I can see it is gaining some believability. But it exists. What? It is in the garden. What do you mean? How do you know it exists if you haven't seen it? I was alive, but I was dead, but I existed. I didn't understand what he said, but he was dead. He was alive, but he was dead. Bovey was also killed? But the Bovey in front of me doesn't look like a ghost. He's definitely alive. He is alive. He is surely alive. So, Komodori will be alive too. Bovey had talked normally, but suddenly he lost his cool. Yes, that's right, I talk. No, finished. I say things I shouldn't say. He forgot. I know the reason why he avoided me before. It's obvious that he cannot keep a secret. He regretted what he said and he stopped talking. This is a chance for me, so I wanted to ask him more. What is the best way for him to talk to me? This garden is wonderful, isn't it? I heard Bobby takes care of the garden by himself. I thought this might be a bad thing to do, but he might start to talk to me once again once he becomes happy about it after being complimented. And it's true that the garden is wonderful. Really? Yes. I take care of it. I didn't see his facial expression, but I could tell from his voice that he was happy. The garden has been well maintained. The flowers blossom beautifully. Did you choose all the plants here? Yes. I see. So do you go to town and buy seedlings and seeds? No, I won't go outside. The shop staff sometimes comes here. You mean the merchants? It seems he doesn't go outside at all. So when I go to town, I'll buy you seeds as souvenirs. What? I don't have any plans to go to town, but I might be able to go shopping. There are maybe some rare flowers you don't know. At that time... What? Some liquid came out of the holes of the hemp sack. At the same time, the sound of him sniffling and his weak voice was getting louder. Suddenly Bobby started crying. What happened to you? Did I say something bad to you? As I was trying to comfort him and hurry, Bobby stumbled and opened his mouth. Robin, are you going to get out of the castle? What? Why the conversation now made you think so? Because you said you will go to town. Well, it's just a metaphor. I don't have a plan to do it, so please calm down. Even if I don't get along with all the people here, I cannot quit working here, but it seems he thinks it's possible. I see. It seemed Bovie just realized something important, and he spoke in a bitter voice. Normal people don't want to be in the castle forever, right? I like being in the garden, but Robin wants to go outside, doesn't she? Well, yes, that's right. Bovie whispers, and I didn't hear what he said. Sorry, that's right. I cannot do it. That's not good. I am stupid. I didn't realize it at all. You don't like being locked in, do you? After that, Bovie just said it's okay. I left the garden. What was that? I think he cares very much about whether I go outside or not. I haven't been outside since I came here, but it's not that I haven't been locked in or anything. It's just I don't have any reason to go outside. If I just get permission from the master to go outside. In front of my eyes, Jack was standing near the gate. I thought for a moment that he would go outside, but it seemed he wasn't doing. Jack was looking at the chains and lock on the gate. What should I do? Should I talk to him? I don't have anything to hide, but I hesitated. As I was hesitating... Oh! Jack noticed me being there. Oh, well, hello. I couldn't escape the situation and I approached him. As I saw closely, his mouth was swollen red. It was a scar I didn't see when I saw him in front of the master's room. Did he have a fight? He had a quarrel with the master again. Had he had a quarrel. But what happened to you? Why are you here? Suddenly he grabbed my shoulder. Well, what? Well, it hurts. I was terrified with the power from grabbing my shoulder and went backwards, but Jack didn't realize it and kept shouting to me. Who told you? Have you found anything? Wait. Or you just remembered? What? Suddenly he stopped grabbing me and I felt weak by being free. Judging from you, you haven't, have you? What do you mean? Remember? I saw you and the master having a quarrel the other day. Does this have something to do with it? Please answer me. What are you talking about? What happened to you? I felt the back of my throat get hot. I didn't run, but I'm breathless. What did this person say? What did I forget? Yes. You forgot something. I forgot something. What did I forget? When? Where? No. Is it true? If Jack didn't misunderstand or tell a lie, what did I forget? You forgot something, but don't try to remember. What? You should get out of the castle. It's better for you. Oh, well. If it's true that I forgot something, I just cannot keep going without remembering it. Listen! With danger, Jack grabbed my shoulder tight again. I told you, I haven't been told about Komodori in detail either. So I looked for it myself. The master tries to do something by using alchemy. Something? I don't have education or good manners, but I know what you shouldn't do. So you don't need to know. You just get out of the castle and live somewhere far from here. Sorry, you don't understand if you were told like this suddenly. Oh. Today I am exhausted too. Jack released his hands from my shoulder and held his head. He went light-headed. I didn't realize because I was upset, but as I looked closely, his face looked pale. Are you okay? Are you feeling bad? You don't need to worry about me. Rather, you worry about yourself. What? It was too sudden. I can't keep up with the situation. The master said alchemy isn't everything. The master tries to do something with alchemy? Couldn't believe it. I haven't been outside since I came here, but it's not as if I've been locked in here forcefully. I don't have any reason to go outside if I get permission from the master to go outside. I have been locked in. I felt my back getting cold. I will talk about it later. Listen, don't believe anyone. People in this castle are somewhat broken, or they don't have intent to disobey the master. If there are any possibilities that someone might help, it might be Lynette. What? No, it's better not to expect anything. Jack took some distance from me. It's not good if you're seeing me. You should go back first. Okay. Listen, Robin. If you keep the way you are now, you might not be able to go outside again. Are they all dead?